I think it's a number of things. I don't think it can be pinned on one thing. I think it was the physical activity that you had us going through. I think it was focus on diet and some of the changes there and the hydration. I was at a point where I had to sit down to put my shoes on. And now if you ask me to do it right now, I could stand up and touch my toes. Right.
Awesome.
When I take my golf shoes off, right, I'm standing up and I'm standing on one leg and I'm taking my shoe off and balancing and then slipping the foot in the flip-flop, right, at the end of the golf round. My increased flexibility and hip fix, I guess is what I'll call it, through the program has essentially taken probably 5 strokes off my round.
Wow. It sounds like you certainly had some increase in flexibility and stability, and those things in and of itself allowed you to do something that was normal, like, stand on one leg and tie a shoe. And it sounds like a small thing, but those are the types of things that we hate to lose as time goes on.
The flexibility, the sequence of exercises and the types of exercises were not anything I'd ever done anywhere else at all. And, and actually I'm a little slow in the uptake, but it took me a little while to realize that what we were doing was exhausting all of my usual muscles and then getting, my abs, my core to sort of take over, right?
Correct.
Yes. Well, first I did 100 push-ups in one, in one sitting. Never have I done that before in my life, in part because my low back was a problem and would limit me. I was pretty seriously looking at surgery 2 or 3 months ago. And now I'm thinking, I've had some real measurable improvement in knee pain and ability to do things that I'm thinking, maybe I can delay that knee surgery for a little bit.
Personal results that you received, whether they were physical or mental, beyond your learning.
My plank game definitely improved. I thought my push-ups, I was able to last longer before I felt fatigue, and that was nice to have those measurable results. And then weight loss. I think I went into it around 212 pounds, and I was at 220 months ago, so I lost some weight going into it. And I ended the challenge at 203, so I lost 9 pounds in the 4 weeks,
Awesome.
which I thought was awesome.
In terms of personal results, anything that stood out for you?
First and foremost, I burned about a pound a week, which was the goal for me. Starting to change my diet, consume more water, really start to focus on my metabolism. It keeps you motivated because you start seeing the results. I've never really been one to think about weight loss in this way, but to challenge myself with 1 pound a week while doing a lot of dynamic movements where you typically put muscle gain on to still see some tone by the end of the program and have some weight loss was pretty impressive in 30 days.
Awesome.
And also your coaching style is very straight to the point. You don't really dance around the subject. You speak clearly.
Okay, on the marks, get set, go.
That's really good to get that professional influence or information so that we don't get hurt.
Ran out of Burlington, Vermont, but Jeff was one of the remote participants. Out of what state, Jeff?
Denver, Colorado. I like the variety of exercise. It wasn't doing the same old thing day after day after day. You did a really good job of mixing it up, keeping it interesting and keeping it challenging as well. And I really like the nutritional information you brought, just because it really made me realize, and now I am a believer in diet was my increased in balance. Some of the balance exercises. I've never been a well-balanced guy, just being tall and big and stuff. But I think through some of the balance exercises, I certainly improved my balance, which is a good thing for a tall guy like myself.
You had mentioned you did have some weight loss, a number of pounds, at least at the end. What number was that?
5 pounds. I'm happy. I also did notice going down a pant size too,
I think circumference is often a better picture of what's going on because, for instance, we may, muscle weighs more than fat, but
right.
Fat takes up more space. So even if the weight doesn't disappear pound-wise, if the circumference does, it's likely that we lost some body fat, which is the goal.